Hello students, today's our topic is hydrogen and its compounds. Means we are going to learn about the hydrogen and its compounds means here. So we are going to learn about the dihydrogen, H2O, that is well known, nothing but water. Then D2O, this is called as heavy water. Then we have the last one, hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. So we are going to learn about the hydrogen and its compounds. We are going to discuss. Okay, these are the all called as a hydrogen and its compounds. Now let us discuss first. So what is the position of hydrogen periodic table? Okay, so if you see here, lightest element known having the, as you know very well, atomic number of hydrogen, how much? That is equal to 1. It is a lightest element. Okay, why? Because means always here mass also, if we take the protium, nothing but H1, it is mass is very, how much? You have the 1. So this is the lightest element. In the elemental form, if you see, it is exist as a diatomic molecule and is called as a dihydrogen. Elemental means what? Self-combining state called as a elemental form. Okay, elemental form, it is exist as a dihydrogen. Diatomic means what? Having the two atoms called as a diatomic. One hydrogen is called as a what? Atom. Okay, now here we have the two hydrogen atoms, that is called as a what? Diatomic. Okay, now it resembles with both alkali metals and halogen, and therefore the position is anomalous. Means here if you see, anomalous means what? Not clear here. So it has a resembles, means nothing but similarity with alkali metals, nothing but what? That is called as a first A group elements. Okay, it has a similarity with the first A group elements and halogen, nothing but seventh A group elements. So the position is not clear here. Okay, now so if you see, come to modern periodic table, it is located separately. If you see the modern periodic, it is present in between the, okay, you can see in our textbook also. For reference, you can see in classification of elements, it is present in middle of the periodic table. Okay, so it is located separately. Now let us see, just now we discussed that is a resemblings are there. Okay, now what are the resembles? So if you see the resemblance here with the alkali metal, nothing but first A group elements. First, if you see the electronic configuration, okay, general electronic configuration of first A group element one, NS1. Okay, nothing but valence shell we have the NS1 configuration. Now if you write the hydrogen electronic configuration, what we have? 1s1. Okay, so this is a general electronic configuration. So here if you see the both having the similar configuration in the outermost shell. So here you can see sodium having the outermost configuration what? 3s1. Potassium, how much we have? 4s1. So having the outermost similar electronic configuration. Next, if you see electropositivity character, nothing but what? The tendency to lose the electron is called as a electropositivity. Already we discussed in the classification of elements what is the electropositivity. Now if you see here, as you know very well, first group elements are losing one electron to get the noble gas configuration. Okay, so Na plus, so it is going to lose one electron. Like if you see the potassium also going to lose the electron, it's coming as a, it's giving what? K plus. Like that, hydrogen also can lose the electron and giving the H plus. So here they can easily, here what happened, all are going to lose the one electron. Next, if you see the oxidation state, okay, now so what happened here? First group elements losing the one electron, so common oxidation state in this all is case what? +1. Now in the case of hydrogen also is going to lose the one electron, so oxidation state how much here? +1. Next resembles what we have, combination with electronegative elements. Here if you see the first group elements, what? Sodium can combine with the electronegative element like a chlorine. Okay, so what happened? You are going to get the sodium chloride. So here they are going to combine with the what? High electronegative elements. Okay, so here like first group elements, for example, next if you take the potassium chloride, so what happened? Potassium is combining with the high electronegativity element like a chlorine. Like this, here what happened, hydrogen also going to combine with the chlorine to form the HCl. So here, so combination with electronegative elements means form binary compounds with electronegative elements like alkali metals. So both are having the combining capacity with the what, electronegative elements. Now let us see what the resembles with the halogens here. Alkali metals over. Okay, now come to halogen. So electronic configuration first. Both contain one electron less than the nearest noble gas configuration. So for example, if you see outermost electronic configuration of halogen what, NS2, we have the NP5. Okay, to get the here octet, what happen in valence shell, they need one electron. Okay, like here. So here hydrogen also, hydrogen what we have here, 1s1 atomic configuration. If we take the one electron, it's going to get the 1s2, nothing but what is, it's going to get the helium configuration. So to get the noble gas configuration, both having the one electron less, that is one of the resembles with the what, halogen. Here you can see, here hydrogen 1s1, nearest what electronic configuration, what is going to get, helium. Next fluorine here we have. Okay, if we take the electron, it's going to get the neon electronic configuration, and chlorine if you see, it is going to get the what, argon electronic configuration. Okay, next non-metallic character. Okay, as you know very well, what we have, the halogens are what, non-metals, like hydrogen also what, having the non-metallic in nature. Next, atomicity, nothing but how many atoms are there. So as you know very well, we are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, we are going to write as a what, diatomic, nothing but we are going to write the two atoms together. Okay, like that hydrogen also having the what, diatomic molecule, so you are going to write what, H2. Next, formation of similar type of compounds like halides. Here hydrogen also going to form the similar types of compounds. Here halides what we have, CCl4, silicon tetrachloride, germanium tetrachloride. Hydrates if you see, here what happened, hydrogen can form the methane, SiHa4, silicon hydrate and germanium hydrate. Next, if come to see the oxidation state here, -1. Okay, as you know very well, general oxidation state of halogen what, -1. Why? Because means going to take the one electron and convert it into what, halide ion, F minus. Like chlorine also going to take the electron, what happened, so if take the electron, it's going to convert as a what, halide ion. Like, so hydrogen also, it can exist as a -1, already we explained in case of metal. Okay, so if you see the metal hydrides exception case, already we discussed in a stoichiometry rules for the oxidation state, isn't it? In that case, what, hydrogen can exist as a -1. Why? Because means here sodium having the less electronegativity and hydrogen having the more electronegativity. So as you know very well, which is having the more electronegativity is going to pull the electron towards it. So in case of metal hydrides only, hydrogen exists as a what, -1 oxidation state. This is a resembles with the what, halogens. Now let us discuss what are differences. Okay, first differences with the alkali metals. First, what we have, ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy means what? The tendency of what, to remove the electron from the gaseous neutral atom is called ionization enthalpy. Now, the ionization enthalpy of hydrogen is very high in comparison to the alkali metals. So, if you see the comparison, as you know very well, first group elements having the like sodium, potassium, rubidium, what happened? Here having the less ionization enthalpy, they can easily leave the electron. Okay, so that's why we are using the photoelectric effect also. We are using the what, first A group elements. Why? Because means less ionization enthalpy, they can easily lose the electron. Why? Because means once they lose the electron, they are going to get the noble gas electronic configuration. So here first A group elements having the what, low ionization enthalpy, but here ionization enthalpy of here what, hydrogen is very high. That is a difference. Next, non-metallic character. Okay, as you know very well here, Alkali metals, name itself indicating what they are the metal, but hydrogen is what here non-metal. It is a non-metallic in nature. Next, atomicity. Okay, hydrogen is a diatomic molecule, while alkali metals are monoatomic. As you know very well, always you are writing a sodium as Na, potassium as a K, rubidium as a Rb. So you are writing the word monoatomic, but hydrogen exists as a what H2 molecule. It is a stable form. Now, nature of compounds, as you know very well, the compounds of hydrogen are predominantly covalent, while those of alkali metals are ionic. Best example, if we take the sodium chloride, best example, ionic bond, already we discussed. It is an ionic in nature. Now, if you see the HCl, best example, HCl for what we already discussed, it is a polar covalent bond. So, here hydrogen going to form the covalent molecule, covalent bond, whereas here first group elements forming the what ionic bond. This is a difference. So you can see here HCl is a covalent while sodium chloride is what ionic. Now let us discuss difference from the halogens. Here less tendency for hydrate formation. So what is the meaning of here means hydrogen has a less tendency to take up the electron to form the hydride ion as compared to the halogen ion which form halide ion very easily. Here if you see for example HF is there, okay, as you know very well in HF what happened, hydrogen going to lose the electron and fluorine going to take the electron, okay. So like that means what happened here, halides are easily take the electron very fastly, they are going to form the halide ions easily. Why? Because means they having the more electronegativity, so because of that reason they are going to take the electron fastly. Next what we have, absence of unshared pair of electrons, okay. Here if you see the fluorine, okay, if you see the fluorine we have halide, best example take halides, okay, nothing but here, so halogen nothing but X, okay. We have the what happened, total number of valence electron total we have 7, in that what happened, one is going to form the bond. So total number of lone pair of electrons how many we have, 3, but here what absence of unpaired electrons on what hydrogen. This is the difference with the what halogens. Next we have the unique behavior. Unique behavior means what, here it's having the special, no one have like that such type of behavior, that is called as a what unique behavior. So here what happened, when hydrogen is going to lose the electron you are going to get the H plus. As you know very well hydrogen itself having the one electron, now it is going to lose, what happened, we left with the only nucleus, isn't it? So loss of electron from hydrogen atom results in the nucleus of nearly 1.5 10 to the power of minus 3 picometer size. This is extremely small as compared to normal atomic and ionic size of the elements, and H plus does not exist freely and is always associated with the other atoms or molecules. Here what happens, so we left with the only nucleus. Once is losing the electron we left with the only nucleus, that is the small is what very little small, okay, it has a very small size, okay. And as you know very well H plus does not exist as a singly, it can bind with the another molecule or atom. Best example already we discussed, if it is bind with the water molecule you are going to get the H3O plus hydronium ion, okay, already we discussed in case of chemical equilibrium. So this is about the what position of hydrogen in the periodic table, along with the what are the similarities with the first A and halogen, and what are the differences between the first A and halogen.